This is my story. This is his story. This is the keeper of our story. This place is engraved in the memory bank of my being, as a compass of strength as I pioneer. The new, the unknown. And dance at sight of the gifts you bear. My story will echo over the plains of the Karoo. My spirit will give flight and fly free over this land, to birth hope, destiny, and dreams. My salvation and freedom are buried in the deep Amatola Mountains. Back to where it all started. This is where I journeyed. I am home. I am the flesh of my forefathers, the adventurers, the brave, and the free. I praise Mother Africa for her riches, her coastlines stretching like hope, echoing secrets, memories, and golden dreams. We hold hands, we cross rivers and bridges. We obey the heeds of the land and this holy soil. I stand unapologetic as your shores crash and bring in the tide of tomorrow, signaling the call of new horizons and opportunity. This land who has birthed me is beating to the drum of tomorrow's dream, clearly and distinctively harboring, protecting, and celebrating the colorfulness of her people. Let us move to this beat in unison.
My child, my beloved, you are the legacy of the land, reigning, reveling, rejoicing. You are the full force of nature moving over the plains and the hills of this land. You are strong. You are bold. You are home. Wamgelekile. Welcome home. This is where your story starts. Eastern Cape, yours to explore.
Wow. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we can do a lot better than that. That was our beautiful province, the Eastern Cape. Let's give it a proper round of applause, please. They say we are holding hands, crossing bridges and crossing rivers. I think we, by far, MEC, have got the most beautiful province.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Greetings to the MEC, Mafaku, ECPTAs, honorable councillors, both from Sarah Batman and Nelson Mandela Metro. All those that are given a responsibility to speak here, guests, members of the media, I greet you all. Welcome to Sandys River, a beautiful area in this province. Sandys River is comprised of 3 towns. One being Addo, where we are, Enweba, formerly known as Kekut, and Peterson. Sandys River is a well-known area of citrus production. I like to say, get this honorable MEC, and I even told the Premier that we are strategically located here as Sandys River, because citrus after automotive becomes an economic indicator in the province, as well as tourism. And Sandys River and Sarah Batman, we pride ourselves to being a masters of both. As we all know, that Sandys River is exporting citrus all over the world. Recently, I pride myself when I took a picture when we were in the China's expo in Shanghai, where I saw a box of citrus that is written Sandys River, and I was very happy that we exported to that a part of the world. We welcome you to Sandys River, the area that hosts many people during citrus season. The population that is calculated by Stats SA, previously we were 59,000. Now we are told that we are 53,000, of which as council we are contesting that. It can't make sense, it doesn't make sense, where the informal settlements in Sandys River are more than 23 now. And all those people are coming from eastern side of the province, some are coming from neighboring countries, and as municipality and ESCOM, we are delivering services to those people, but when they are calculated, they don't feature. And that, in the main, is a problem for the municipality. And Atanda Gogwenza, a simple example. If these people are not calculated here, so it means they are not budgeted here. Now imagine you buy 2 kg of chicken for your family. When you are about to dish, here comes a quantum full of people singing, expecting to be dished in that 2 kg. It's like the same in Sandys River with regards to water and electricity distribution, because all these people are not calculated. And the number of them, when we are interfacing with citrus growers, they are saying it's more than 120,000 additional to 53 that are coming to Sandys River. So it's a serious indictment for Sandys River. Hence, between April and September, when you see anything on the news that relates to water and electricity, you must understand that we're in that season. It's not our own making, but it's something that we are engaging national government. If you can see when you came from Gqeberha side, the road networks in Sandys River by Sanral has improved significantly. If you go to Enweba, you can see that the road networks is improved. And we were told by Central that now they are on the plan for another road that comes from Enweba via Utnik. If you can see, the existing services now are getting far from the fence. So the road networks from Sanders River are improving, and it gives a great impact to tourism and citrus, because now this citrus from the farm and the park house to harbor, it goes very nice now. Road networks, alifiki orange liguqukile phamkhuluwa from the box now lihamba kakuhle. As Sanders River, as well as Sarabatman, I forget that I was asked this morning by the executive mayor to do the message of support because he's attending the council meeting. Sanders River, as well as Sarabatman. Good thing, Enopala, I was in Sarabatman for 13 years in the economic development, so I understand even Sarabatman issues on economic development. Uthi kudala ndikhona misi. Sanders River, as we all know, that we have Sand Park here. I'm not sure whether the status has changed that after Kruger. I'm not sure we are number 2 or number 3 after Kruger. We are number 3. We've lost the position of number 2. I think there's something that we must do. It's here with us in Sanders River. We pride ourselves, and we have some elements of Shamwari around Sanders River. That makes us very important in this province. Hence, Speaker Nati, we must take ourselves very important, and we claim our space in the economic space of this province. However, we are grateful for the provincial government to assist us with these roads. It shows that we are taken serious. Sanders River, we have Kekul Developed Spheres that brings many people to Sanders River for a specific weekend of June. It draws people from all walks of South Africa and abroad. And tourism during that time benefit massively in Sanders River. But I think we need to intensify in support programs, Speaker, that benefit our people as well. Festivals that our people should pride themselves, like December festivals. If you go to Ndlambe, in Ndlambe they have a Ndlambe festival. You go to Makana, they have Makana festival. If you go to Gqeberha, you have Gqeberha festivals. But in Sanders River, I think we are falling short on that regard. Because to avoid massive accidents, people are traveling at night, attending these festivals. But if you bring them closer and have their own festival in summer, it will assist them and mitigate the issues of accidents and all of that. I think with those few words, we thank the department and the ECPTA for giving us this opportunity to host this event, very important event in Sanders River, so that people understand that there is this beautiful corner in Sarabatman. And there's next door, there's Adrenaline. Ndikendaya ke Pansiwe district for the first time. Ibhaji jumping engekayi Speaker ku MEC. I've been there, but sisibindi esi ndingekabi naso. Otherwise, we thank you very much. Hopefully that you'll enjoy Sanders River, and some of you will come here and have fun during December with your families. Siphume kule nto izinto uziboniswa ngurhulumente. Nathi we become active tourists in our own province. We contribute. This thing of government always takes us out. I think it must come to an end. Chief Whip, siphume ne-family zethu. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Yeah, I think I would like to echo those exact same sentiments that I like the logo of the province that says yours to explore. And I think by show of hands, but you don't have to lift up your hand, you can just lift it up in your heart. Because I don't want us to feel bad. But how many of us are here for the first time? Don't show the hands, show them in your heart. Because I want you to do an introspection. Because I don't think we explore our own province enough. But if I was to say how many of us have gone on to Table Mountain, I'm sure all of us in this room would lift up their hands. And it just shows that we are not exploring our own province enough when this province has got almost everything. As the mayor was saying, we've got Shamwari here that has got the best wildlife. Not just Shamwari, but all of these game lodges, they've got the best wildlife. You get to see the big five. You even get to see the cheetah. So I call it the big six. At some point, I thought it was the cheetah that was in the big five. I didn't know it was the leopard. I learned that along the way. So as you take time to explore this beautiful province, I mean, we've got the highest bungee in the world. And just at least, if you have at least been there, you don't have to bungee jump. And I'm standing here proud that I bungee jumped, so I can judge all of you that haven't done it, but also encourage you to do it, because I did it and I'm still here. So, and then our next speaker, I would like... Tatalento. I would like to now call up from Addo Tourism, Mr. Keith Finmore.
It's time to escape, to discover a valley of unspoiled wildness. Time to breathe crisp mountain air and feel the African sun warm on your skin. Awaken your soul in the Valley of Elephants. Time to really see again. To listen into the silence. To walk in step with nature. Soak in the stars. Meet the giants. Find the joy in small things. It's time to reconnect. To get off the map and up close and personal. Be sociable. Now is the time to take a step out of your comfort zone and find supreme comfort. It's time to discover the secret of Addo, a remote yet accessible, malaria-free wildlife destination. The Big Seven are waiting to welcome you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Addo is an easy sell. This is the most beautiful province in the country, and it's really easy to sell this place. We should be number 2 after Kruger, but there are a few issues that we have to face. But we've got fantastic restaurants, we've got fantastic wildlife, we've got fantastic experiences, we've got everything that we need. Our accommodation is everything from very basic budget all the way up to 5-star. It should be. We should be knocking on the door of Mpumalanga and Kruger, but we're not there yet. But with the improvements that are happening at the moment, with the improvement of the roads, we think we're heading towards hopefully a bright future. And I think everyone here, everybody who is involved in the tourism industry, we are all heading for one goal, that is to improve tourism as much as we can, and let us not forget that tourism is also the quickest and the fastest and the cheapest way to create jobs. We just have to make sure that we do the right things as leaders in the industry. Okay, do you want to roll that, please? Our scenery is absolutely fantastic. It's varied. We've got rivers, we've got seas, we've got the most fantastic 80-kilometer beach along there. A huge variation of accommodation establishments. The best behaved elephants in the world and the best elephant viewing in the world. I maintain it to all, tell it to all our guests, and they never contradict me. If you need adrenaline, that's great. Look at that, all that range of different accommodation units. There's huge benefits for members who want to join us. We offer a wide range of services, and we're trying to boost tourism generally in the area. We've got a huge focus on traveller safety. Okay, if you can just hold it there. I think this, if we are concerned about why we are only number 3 in the country, our biggest threat to tourism in the Eastern Cape is our safety issues. This is the one thing that we really need to tackle, and we need to tackle hard. Last year, round about this time, there were a number of abductions and kidnappings of people along the R335 right at the end of Motherwell, and we noticed that our tourist numbers dropped by 30% from January through to June. So it has an immediate and a massive impact on tourism. As an industry, as Addo Tourism, we've been doing a huge amount of work to try and encourage people to travel not up the R335 through Motherwell, but up the N10, the N2, the N10, and coming around and trying to convince people to do other routes as well to get to Addo safely. We've got a SATSA proposal through to the TBCSA to try and get funding for improving cameras and safety along the R335. We are sure that the rebuilding of the R335 is going to help a lot, and that's fantastic. And we've also, unfortunately, having to deal with Google. In spite of everything that we're trying to do, Google insists on sending people, when they're coming from Gqeberha, they insist on sending people up the R335. We've had lots of interactions with them. They seem to have a problem with actually trying to divert people away until that road is fixed up. Because now what we noticed at the end of, when the roadworks were closed down at the end of October, there was a spike in hijackings. Now on the road where they're rebuilding with all those traffic humps. And that sort of information is no good for us. It gets through to social media. People leave the country immediately something happens. And and these days it's spreading out. It's not only tourists that are being targeted, it's local people are being targeted as well. So it really is a major issue for us. If we can solve this tourism, this safety issue, I think we're going to be making huge progress in terms of building the industry. Building the industry. Okay, is that it? Right, we're trying to do what we can in terms of reducing youth unemployment. There's a place here called what's the place? There's a hotel school, a chef school. These people are busy training chefs for Durban hotels and Western Cape hotels. So it's you know, people around the country are feeling our influence. So we just need to make sure that we look after ourselves. We need to make sure that we make traveling and tourism safe in the area, and I believe we will have a very bright future coming towards us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Keith. I think you've opened our eyes up, certainly my own, in terms of what is available at Addo, and that we don't need to go too far to experience everything. I think, as you said, there's something for everyone, from a low budget to the ones with deeper pockets than others. Everything is here and that you can find. Right, so our next speaker is Mr. Danville Bush from the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. If he could please come up.
This is more than a stadium. It's a place where people come to connect and to enjoy themselves. Where the only limit to an event is your vision. It's where professionals come to learn, grow, and be inspired. Whether they're up or down at halftime. It's a place where giants prepare and strategize. This is more than a stadium. Since 2009, it's been a place where nations unite to speak a universal language while they cheer on their champions. It's where we honor a history of iconic sporting moments. And hold our breath as new ones are made before our eyes. In this stadium, the only thing louder than the music of superstars are the cheers of their fans. There's a place for everyone here, whether you prefer a slice of luxury or the energy of the crowd, 46,000 strong. This is our home. This is where we celebrate. Where we cheer, play, win. This is more than a stadium. This is our stadium.
My name is Danville Bush. I'm the HOD for facility and technical and the precinct at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Our mandate at the stadium, in simple terms, is bums on seats, driving revenue so that the city of Gqeberha, as well as the Eastern Cape province, can benefit from that. What is key in our mandate is to develop the precinct to become the next best tourism hub and attraction in the city. and the entire province at large. We are of the belief that the North End Precinct Lake, being a natural water lake, can become a tourism product. We recently conducted feasibility studies for short-term and long-term goals. Short-term was to get the lake water clean so that we can get the boat club to start hosting more international tournaments in conjunction with us. At the moment, the E. coli levels in the water is not at a level for international competition, so we're working towards that. As well as building a jetty. We're looking in the long term to buy a boat craft so that people can jump onto the boat from the jetty, have a tour on the lake, and from that, go into our museum that I'll speak about a bit later as well, and do a full tour of the stadium. Our location for the stadium is, I think it's one of the best positioned in the country. We're close to the airport, we're close to transport, we're close to shopping centers, so it's easily accessible to everybody. During this year, we've hosted also a number of events in this financial year where we hosted COSAFA Cup, where we hosted about 13 games. COSAFA Men's, that was countries competing from all over the country. Thereafter, we had COSAFA Ladies as well. We've also hosted Bafana Bafana earlier in the year, where we had about 33,000 people there. We also, 2 weeks ago, hosted our own first initial Home of Legends tournament, Cup of Legends tournament, actually. That was also a very successful tournament. We had 4 teams competing there, our local team Chippa, as well as Kaizer Chiefs, Sundowns, and Golden Arrows. I was actually a bit disappointed because I'm actually a Pirates fan and we wanted them there. Yes, next time we'll do that, Maya. Yes, but yeah, we won't go into what Pirates was saying about the cup there, you know. So, but we'll give it to them this year. We'll give it to them. Yes, going forward with our events for the year, we're currently planning for the Stormers to join our shores. They'll be arriving tomorrow, their management, and the team will be arriving on Friday. Toulon FC is a French team from the French Riviera that they'll be playing against. They'll be arriving today, so we're having plans to meet up and prepare them for the week. We're looking at having a full house for the Stormers game. It's a big championship cup. If you think of Champions League football, it's basically on the same level. So it's one level below test level. So it's going all out. We've been in communication with all departments to try and assist, to beautify and showcase our city.